No bias.
No bias, of course.
So, I think we're going to have some warm-up. Or, no, we're not. We're just going right into it at the clean shine at the start of the set.
So, watching Skerzo play, he's more of like a... I don't want to say he's like a safe player. He picks very good, opportune moments to go in. Like, he doesn't overheat, as in he doesn't like to go for anything that he's not sure is going to connect.
Oh my god. Speaking of stuff that's not going to connect, all of that in a sequence connected all in a row. And it's like, he is very aware of how his opponent's going to DI and how many mix-ups he can put in. So he will go for like fair into up smash in the middle of combos when he could sometimes just go for like nair or bear or something like that instead. And you can tell in his play, like, he's a very disrespectful player in the way that he tries to tell, you know, like people say that Melee is a conversation sometimes. He is definitely the kind of player who likes to say, hey, I'm better than you, you're bad. Let me show you why.
I can see that, I can see that.
He told me at Smash World Tour, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, but he said that they have a, what's the word? They have a phrase in Chicago, which is just like, anytime anything goes wrong, or anytime someone just gets like owned, they just say get effed every single time. Whether it's in real life or out of life. And it's like, I can definitely see that kind of mentality in the way he plays.
It's in their culture, and
sure.
It shows in his play style.
Absolutely.
I mean, right now, it's the Foxes are kind of getting a feel for each other, I'd say.
For sure,
I mean, it's not anything's very indicative of how the set's going to go. They're both showing that they have strong punish games, pretty solid neutral, you know. So we're in for a good one.
Absolutely. And it's a pretty close set, I mean, so far. I mean, this one game has been... I mean, up until that point, it's been pretty close. But YAMI with a clean charge up smash to punish the get-up attack on Skerzo's part to even up the stocks again. But Skerzo still got a pretty considerable lead and goes for a down throw tech chase into a side platform up throw tech chase. And he's able to cover the tech in place. Not the easiest thing to do, especially with a turnaround or a up tilt turned in the other direction.
I really do like the way Skerzo is playing this hour. It's like he's kind of playing Fox in a way where I believe is correct, where he's tech chasing a lot, and when he's following the tech chase and he's not sure of it, he's going for a really safe option such as Shine, or he's like doing a retreating safe back air, and he's like kind of chump checking Ricky into, or YAMI into, like, how are you gonna react in this scenario, you know, which is great.
Yeah, it's definitely the kind of play which like forces your opponent to be playing on point.
Yeah, which is great.
If you are messing up anything, you will get chump checked. If you are failing the execution tests, and missing technical stuff, you will just get up aired forever or up smash forever, and you do not want that as a Fox. Like they're covering the full hop, the panic jump into the shine.
You could have seen it earlier too in the stock where Ricky was kind of just putting Skerzo in these very like scary situations, and Skerzo was not responding to it well at all. Okay.
Very clean shine on Skerzo's part. Uses the backer to get him back off stage. Goes to ledge.
So I know it's a New York thing, but is it also a Chicago thing to just go Battlefield all the time?
I feel like it's just a Fox thing at this point. People like have the trope of, oh, it's New York, they love the Battlefield, but it's like, I think the space is like Battlefield.
That's true. YAMI is also a pretty big fan of Battlefield only, so I wouldn't be surprised if Skerzo takes this day, decide to go back. He's playing with his foot a little bit there, but...
A little bit. But, I mean, I really like going for the get-up, or what is it, for the dash attack, because I feel like in 2022, Fox players are just always going to hit that angle even if they mess up there, so, like, you kind of have to cover it. I mean, I guess you could have potentially gone for, like, grab ledge and shine, but even then, it's like, if you get the timing wrong or they do a different angle, it's like, what are you going to do?
It's true. I like that Ricky, he realized that he was too slow on the reaction of the roll to the right on the platform.
And he
didn't go for it. He just didn't go for anything. It was great.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep center stage. Don't go for something that's too late and then get punished off of it. You said it yourself. Ricky's the kind. I think you said this. Ricky's the kind of player who doesn't like overheat or doesn't go for too many things that are like overextensions. And you can definitely see with just like that one interaction where he just like was too slow and decided to just like not try to force anything. It shows his point.
I definitely think that mindset and that gameplay is very indicative to really good Fox players. It's not just relevant in like Ricky or Skerzo, but like you see it in any of the other like higher level Foxes from maybe your local region. Like Mop Money does the same thing, and even like Chem and all the other Foxes that are like from the big Foxes from the region. They're really good at not overheating.
Not overheating, yeah. Completely understood. Shouts to Mod, shouts to Chem.
Yes.
Two legends. Oh wow, barely missed the charge up smash.
That I would call an overheat.
That was an overheat. Well, no, I mean like, if you know the timing to punish a get-up attack or a neutral get-up, go for it. But I think it was just like slightly misspaced.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a Hail Mary charge up smash, which is like, you can definitely see that sometimes. Wow, amazing dash back grab into the up throw up air.
Skerzo and Ricky, both of them, when they're getting up thrown on a platform, they're opting for no tech, and it is not worked out for either of them. They're both getting up aired instantly. I want to see if there's any adaptation between the two of these
they
players.
also might just be flat out missing the techs. I don't know if it's like an intentional, like we're gonna miss tech on purpose. And,
It
like,
could be. It could be
this.
unintentional.
We'll see. Well, double backer in his shine to clean up the stock, and Ricky shaking his head no, actually. Kind of interesting.
Ricky's the type of player that he expects his opponent to not fall for the gimmicks. He does it as like a way to be like, is my opponent playing on point? And does, he kind of changes up the way that he approaches his opponent depending on whether or not they get hit by, the cheese or the gimmick or the trick. So I think Ricky, it is winners finals. He's expecting his opponent to not get hit by any of these like tactics that should work.
Yeah, I want to say though, up until that last nair on Ricky's part, Skerzo was doing a phenomenal job at boxing out. Skerzo was doing a phenomenal job at boxing out Yami and keeping him in the corner, and Ricky was getting hit over and over by these aerials, and actually trades the side B. But this probably is it if he gets the edge guard and
great angle, but
grabs the ledge, great angle, takes the stock.
Skerzo knows he can just wait. So we're 1-1. Do we just go back, or is
No
Ricky
way.
okay?
Dreamland. Interesting. Is this a normal like Ricky counter pick?
Ricky does not. I mean, I haven't seen much of Ricky play. I have played Ricky. He strikes me as more of a methodical Fox player, so the space makes sense. It gives him a lot of time to outplay his opponent and get a better feel. I guess maybe the Battlefield games aren't telling him enough of what his opponent wants to do, but it's working out pretty well right here. I mean, in the great words of Crush, counter picks are a myth, and just hit your edge guards. And
True.
Ricky is doing that.
For real. Shouts to Jack Hoyt. Maybe blessed. Maybe watching over us all. The true spirit of New England, for real.
For real, for real.
I think I've noticed that Skerzo has been getting away with doing get-up attack off of the mistex, and Yami hasn't punished them twice. And I think he's, like, specifically... I think we were discussing a little bit earlier. He is specifically missing these techs and going for the get-up attacks because Yami is missing these punishes. Like, he missed the up smash, he missed the shine that time, and he also ran in instead of dashing in and got hit by the get-up attack. And he's basically taken almost 2 stocks because of this. Like, the momentum that he's gotten off that is just
great momentum.
Definitely a Jack Hoyt as side B off the corner on there. Trying to get a tech chase off of it. Sorry, go.
Want to see how well Yami starts to adapt, because it seems like Skerzo's just running away with this one right now. Like, he has all the tempo, he's hitting the edge guards, he's hitting the counterplay. It looks like Yami's actually overheating a little bit, like he's overextending and not playing within his boundaries. It seems kind of hard to say, because when you're a Fox player, you feel like everywhere is your boundary, but against another Fox, that is just not true. Like, he has...
You have your good spaces, you have your bad spaces, and you need to know when you're in an advantageous position. And it's like, against another Fox, you are not going to always be in an advantageous position.
Not at all.
Like, I don't know, Fox versus a low tier or mid tier or something like that.
Yep.
Don't humble into forward throw, gets the edge guard, and that should be these. This should be a stock, it should be the game.
Does Yami go back is a real question, or does he opt
FD.
for a smaller stage, maybe FD?
A tag. I-Cup? AK? Did you see what that said?
Yoshi's. I think IKP.
AK.
The CS:GO tag.
FPSs. Yeah, I know that YAMI is like really, really good at like what is it, FPSs? No. I think that's what someone told me once.
Yeah.
But
FPS God.
FPS
YAMI.
God. We're getting a word from production. Really good at FPSs. So yeah, it makes sense to me.
I've been in the sticks with YAMI in the FPSs, so I've seen him. He's incredible. So I guess the reason for this counterpick, YAMI probably thought that Skerzo worked the space much better than he did on Dreamland, so he's kind of thinking that was a big factor of why he dropped the Dreamland game, which could be true. I also do believe that Skerzo was YAMI was just playing his neutral kind of more reckless than he usually does, which really cost him, a lot of the interactions.
Yeah, I mean that's not to say that Skerzo's not playing well either. Like that, you saw that last stock from Skerzo. He literally hit everything perfectly. Amazing shine towards the end, keeping. Oh, kind of missed that one up, but really, really clean. What is it? Wall jump into air dodge to get back to stage safely, and another stock, and it looks like Skerzo's about a 4 stock. Connecticut's hero.
Oh, is this
Backers. For content, just lasering on the side platform on Randall. What was that wavelet? What was that? Did you see how far he went?
YAMI's gonna take the one at least.
And the taunt. YAMI's not out of it yet, but this is a really uphill battle to climb. Goes to ledge some invincibility, but gets caught by the up tilt and misses the ledge dash. And Skerzo
With
winner
3-1.
in Grands with a 3-1. New England, you did good today. You took out all the tri-state, but
not the Chicago. Not the
Chicago is
Midwest.
number 1 tonight. For now.
For now, we
We'll see
still
what
have
happens in Grands.
three.
We still got Grands.
We still got 3 challengers in the losers bracket right now. Hopefully, making their way, and they're gonna give Skerzo a better challenge in grand finals.